Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about multiple potential snowstorms for the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. This is the same topic we talked about a few days ago, but there has been some recent developments. Anyways, before I get into this video, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. For today's comment of the day, I want to know, do you think that any of these snowstorms will really pan out to be much of anything? Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and I'll be picking one of those for tomorrow's video. Now, I would like to remind you guys, for those of you that didn't see yesterday's video, that I am launching 8 new Facebook pages, one for, different regions of the United States, and we are looking for people to help us with that project. So if you want to help, join the Facebook group that is in the pinned comment down below. I'm accepting all of the requests to join, and then there's going to be a pinned post in there where you can vote on the region you would like to be a part of, and I will personally be reaching out to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get right into this video, and this is the temperature pattern over the next 10 days. You saw in our December forecast, we're calling for overall warmer than normal conditions for a majority of the United States. And looking at this, it's like, where is the opportunity for a snowstorm to occur? But when we take a look at the individual frames, here is tonight. This is going to be about 8 p.m. today. Total torch. You can see from west to east. This frame right here is going to be warm from the west coast to the east coast. But there is some opportunities in there, mixed in there. Like this one right here, 6 a.m. on Tuesday, December 7th. You can see there's tons of cold air in the eastern United States. The thing that's going on here is that a majority of the month, or a majority of the next 2 weeks at least, looks to be warmer than normal. But that does not mean that the entirety of the next 2 weeks is going to be warmer than normal. No, there will be cooldowns in between, and if those storms line up properly with those cooldowns, that's where the opportunity for snowfall is at. And this is another one. This is the end of the model run. This is going to be about December 11th. You can see overall there's a southeast ridge in place, but there is colder air again for the Great Lakes in the Northeast. This would be another frame where there would be the potential for snowfall if a storm lined up perfectly. So let's take a look at some of those storms. First off, there's one ongoing right now, snow showers for Pennsylvania and New York. Eventually, by tomorrow morning, or sorry, this morning better yet, 6 a.m. this morning, about 42 minutes ago from the time I'm making this video, there will be moderate to heavy snowfall set up for portions of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and also Massachusetts there as well. Eventually, this moves up as some minor snow showers up into New Hampshire and Maine by later this afternoon, and eventually completely moves out. Now, we can see another storm moving through the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes by the time we're reaching about Sunday morning. This will be approximately 11 a.m. on Sunday or so here. And as you can see, moderate snowfall, a clipper system coming through for Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Later that afternoon, it becomes a little bit more intense. 998 millibar low pressure center there in Minnesota. Moderate to heavy snowfall there for Canada, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. But look, this would be an East Coast snowstorm. This would, without a doubt, be a Northeast snowstorm. But what happens here is it moves too quickly, and the cold air has not moved into the east yet. So this one was looking like a major East Coast snowstorm, but just that minor tweak in the timing of the storm has completely shaken up the chance for snowfall in the east. Now, it can move back to showing that just as quickly as it moved away from it, but only time will tell at this point. Major snowstorm for Canada, and then the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes as well. But by the time we reach Monday afternoon, it's going to be December 6th. You could tell definitely for the Northeast, this is a non-event. We have the Adirondacks seeing some snowfall in some of the interior regions as well. By the way, Monday night, Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots. Huge game, obviously, for that division if you do care at all, if you're a fan of either of those teams. As a Patriots fan, I definitely want it to snow because our run game is definitely going to be, the best way for us to win. And the Bills' run game is not going to be the best way for them to win. Obviously, it's hard to throw a football in the snow, but there could be some lake effect snow. There could be some lake effect snow Monday night. It would be awesome to see a snow game on that game Monday night. It's going to be around 8 p.m. or this frame approximately. And as you can see over Buffalo, Lake Erie there, we do see some snowfall trying to come on shore to Pennsylvania and New York. Hopefully that plays into my Patriots' favor, but only time can tell, obviously. And by the time we reach Tuesday morning, December 7th, you can see some snow showers, especially lake effect snow showers left over, but really not too much heavy snowfall ongoing by this point. As we zoom out to look at the entire United States, again, 6 a.m. on Tuesday, December 7th, you can see that there is also a pretty major snowstorm going on for the Rockies by this point as well. We're in our December forecast. I forecasted for more snow than normal for the Rocky Mountains, and this is a good start, obviously, with that 999 millibar low pressure center centered over Denver, Colorado. That storm, by the time we reach Wednesday morning at about 2 a.m., has moved up into the plains and the upper Midwest, as well as the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes, bringing some moderate to heavy snowfall for states like Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and some lighter snowfall in surrounding states. Eventually, with the current pattern, the current temperature pattern, the current timing of the storm, the current intensity of the storm, which all could change, and even if only one of those things changes, it would completely shake up the shape and the intensity of this storm. As of right now, moderate to heavy snowfall for Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and even up through New England as well. Turning into a nor'easter by the time we're reaching about 8 p.m. here on Wednesday, December 8th. As you can see, moderate to very heavy snowfall, especially for New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine. All of these states seeing heavy snowfall as there's a 990 millibar low pressure center offshore of Long Island there. Really good setup, actually, and we'll take a look at the total snowfall at the end of this video. But here's another one. This isn't quite that, as intensive a storm by this point, but here's another storm moving through the northeastern United States. If it comes in a little bit later as that cold moves in, we would see more snowfall, but for now, Adirondacks, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, potential snowfall with that one. Another storm signal moving in by the end of the model run here, 8 p.m. on Saturday, December 11th. Another Clipper system moving through. We called for frequent storms in this region in our December forecast, and that's mostly because through the first 15 days, it just seems like one after the other is moving in for the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast. Just one after the other. It's really, really crazy to see what these models have been calling for that region, and I can't wait to see how it pans out, really. Now, as we move into the total snowfall, you can see there's not really going to be a lack of snowfall over the next 10 days for really any of the typically snowy regions in the United States. We see the Rockies seeing obviously a ton of snowfall here. We see also the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast seeing a ton as well. That's because, even if storms aren't major, which some of them look like they could be, but even if they're all minor, if you see 7 snowstorms in a 10-day period, you're going to start to see large amounts of it. If it's happening every other day. And that's kind of what I think we see happen here in the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast. It's all about whether these storms will get shaken up by something in the pattern or if they will come through like this, and only time will tell. Up there in eastern Canada, look at that. Gargantuan amount of snowfall there for just north of New England and just north of the Great Lakes. We can see massive amounts of snowfall there. Now, for the scale here, if you're anywhere in the grays, it's dusting, if anything, likely seeing flakes, likely not seeing accumulation. Blues will be 2 to 6 inches of snowfall. Purples are going to be more like 6 to 10. And then your pinks are going to be 10 to 20. The pastels there, which is what we see there up in eastern Canada, that's where we're at 20 inches plus. And we see a lot of that for the Rockies and the Cascades as well. Look at the Cascades, how it turns almost a pinkish color within those pastels. That's where you're at 36 to 48 inches plus. Tons of snowfall for basically North America expected over the next 10 days with frequent storminess here in the northern United States, which is exactly what our winter forecast and our December forecast is called for. Very happy to see that panning out so far. Obviously, it's only the first 10 days of winter, so we'll have to see how it plays out, but it is really validating to see that occurring. For today's confidence tab, we're actually at a 5 out of 6 because overall I feel very confident there will be generally storm after storm, which is the biggest factor in this video. For today's comment of the day, I asked you guys, how do you really think this December is going to go? Because again, yesterday was our official December forecast. James Marr said, I think it will start out mild and end cold and snowy. And really, that's how it looks like it's going to be overall. Obviously, like I've mentioned, there will be some snowfall opportunities in the very northern United States. But for our friends in the south, and by our friends, I mean me and everybody else here in the south, it looks like it's going to be more mild overall if you're in the southern third or maybe even the southern 2/3 of the United States. And that doesn't look to end at least till the second half of December, where it might not even end then. So it's unforeseeable when that will switch up. For today's Patron Highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our Platinum patrons, Bill Crates, James Wade, Dovey Nagel, Larry LePan, Mandy Birchfield, and Patrick Strickland as well. I would also like to thank our Diamond patrons, Bill Roberts, Marcus Conley, Noah Hartley, Michael Kodalasa, Catbite, Charles Dennett, Cindy Klein, Alan Goodmaben, Bill Dallas, Gary's, John Cleese, Dwight Phelan, Stephen Cornethal, and Thomas D. Barr as well. I would also like to thank our channel members, Catbite, Stephen Fan, and Jeremy Cox also. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. I will see you guys in the next video.